Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. I did my foundation and my eyebrows off of camera, and now I'm going to show you guys how I got this cut crease look using my Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. So first I'm just taking a Real Techniques blending brush and I'm dipping into the color Cherry Soda. This is the main color that I'm going to be using to define that cut crease. So what I'm doing right now is I'm just using packing motions. I'm just patting that into my crease area and mapping out where I want that color to be. Instead of wiping it back and forth and kind of blending it away, I'm just patting it in where I want it. Okay, so now I'm going to dance like a psychopath. So I'm going to take a little bit more cherry soda and I'm just going to pack a little bit more of that on because I want that red to be really, really vibrant. I don't want it to turn pink. So I'm just adding a tiny bit more. So now I'm taking the same brush and I'm dipping into the color Fresh Meat. That is like a dark burgundy shade. And I'm just placing that right over top of where I put that cherry soda just to deepen it a little bit more and give it some more dimension. Depth. Giving it some more depth. You're going to keep packing until you have that where you want it. I'm just taking my Jeffree Star powder. I'm taking some on a beauty sponge and I'm going to put that under my eyes because these colors are very pigmented and I don't want fallout to get all over my foundation. I just put a little bit of powder there so that I can brush it away if I get any fallout. So now I'm going to take, that's a Jeffree Star Morphe brush, I'm not sure which one, but I'm taking a tiny bit of the cherry soda and I'm just lightly dragging that across the very, very top of every color that I placed and just trying to buff that out a little bit more. Going back in with that first brush that I used, and I'm going to be mixing Coma and Fresh Meat. Coma is like a really dark purple, and I'm also deepening up the outer corner and also the crease area with those colors as well. Now I'm taking my Morphe M433 brush and I am just dipping into both of those colors. Again, that brush is a little bit slimmer so I can get into the crease a little more defined. So I just patted those colors in there as well. I'm using LA Girl Concealer in the color White. This is just what color I decided to use because I wanted the white cut crease to be really, really as white as possible. So I'm taking a crease, I'm sorry, not crease. I cannot talk today clearly. I'm taking a cream shadow brush and I'm putting the concealer on my hand, and then I'm just going to take that brush and start carving out my lid. And that took me about 8 years to do, and I know you guys didn't want to watch that whole entire process. So I skipped over it. Okay, cut crease is done. I've cleaned that concealer off and I'm going to take the shade Glucose. It is a matte white shade and I'm just going to set that concealer with that powder. Now going back in with the first brush that I used, I'm going to take a little bit more Coma and I'm going to really deepen that outer corner. using patting motions. I really want to pack that color on there so it's nice and pigmented. You also want to blend it in a little bit with the white too, so there's no harsh lines. And after I'm happy with that, I'm going to pick up some cherry soda on the same exact brush. That is the first red color that we used, and I'm going to blend that in with the white as well. The white and the dark purple. I also took a little bit more of the shade Glucose and packed that on a little more. I wanted that white to be very, very, very vibrant, so I keep on adding white. If you notice that it starts to fade down a little bit, you just can keep layering it until you're happy with what you get. And then I take that same brush with just the leftover product that's on it. I didn't dip into any more, and I just buffed those colors out so that they blended very well together. And then I take what is left over on that brush and I'm going over my crease and blending everything out on top, making sure it's nice and airbrushed. I'm going to pop Glucose, that white shade, under my brow bone. And then I'm taking my Morphe sponge, and this is a trick that I use all the time. I just dip it into my powder, whatever powder you're using, and I try to clean up the outer edge. It just makes it look cleaner. And then another trick that I do is I take a little tiny brush, doesn't matter what brush you use, something that doesn't have anything on it, and I pick up a little bit more of that powder, and I like to also run that over the edge of everything as well, because I just really feel like it helps blend all the colors together and makes it so that there's no harsh lines. Going under my lower lash line with the color Cherry Soda, dragging that out. And you don't have to be very precise with this one. I kind of just like to blow it up. There I am adding more white again because I'm a psychopath. You don't have to add this much white. I'm not sure how much I'm even helping. I just keep adding it on anyways. I'm going to take a small Morphe definer brush and I'm going to mix the shades Fresh Meat and Coma together again, and I'm just going to place that under my lower lash line as well. And then I'm going to blend it out using the same brush. I'm just taking the first brush that I used with the leftover red that was on it, and I'm just blending everything out together. And after you're happy with the way that looks, you can take a white eyeliner. I'm using the NYX white eyeliner. This is the retractable one, and I'm just going to place that on my lower lash line as well. Waterline. Why do I always say lower lash line when it's my waterline? I just don't know how to say words anymore. This quarantine has me so confused. And then I'm going to take a tiny bit of Glucose with that Morphe definer brush. And I'm actually going to set my waterline with that white matte shade as well so that it doesn't go anywhere. You don't have to do that, I just like to. Drink your coffee because you know you need it. I sure do. That's a fact, Jack. And I am now going in with my Physicians Formula eyeliner. And I'm going to draw my wing on. So what I do is I just start at the outer corner and I just draw a line up, and then I drag a line straight down across my entire lid. My lid's kind of actually stiff because I put so much of that white powder on there. So it was kind of hard for me to get my wing the way I wanted it. And pretty soon you're going to see that I messed up, and actually that that line in my inner corner blew up and it just went everywhere. And you can only imagine how mad that I was because I just spent so much time getting that white perfect. I actually went off camera and had to grab a Q-tip and wipe it off and do that part again. Here we go. I'm fixing that now. Alright guys, so I finished the rest of my face off of camera. I love the way it came out. If you love reds, you definitely need the Jeffree Star Blood Sugar palette. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button. Also hit the little bell icon if you want to be notified when I make new videos. You guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one.